How's it going, everyone? I am the Shazz here with a video going over voltage rankings during the item exchange events. We just had an advanced difficulty focus theme for the month of July, and we have an advanced plus difficulty focus theme for the month of August. But what are some of the main conceptual differences between the two? We're going to dive deep into the topic to help you understand and hopefully help push your scores higher than you thought possible. To start off the video, we're going to do some math. Look, I know you didn't come here to study, but this concept is arguably the largest factor when it comes to team building composition differences. As a prelude though, we need to talk about accessories. Now, if you've mostly kept up with Dream Live Parade, you probably have bought out the special accessories from the Dream Live Parade shop. The choker increases your maximum tap value in a particular strategy, the bangle increases your maximum crit score in a particular strategy, and the belt helps you increase your SP gauge voltage. If you have all of the chokers and line them up on your strategy like this, if the chokers are at max skill level, the cards in this strategy have a maximum tap value of 60k on an advanced or lower difficulty song. 10k more than if you were just running 3 of any other accessory. However, if you have the chokers set up like this, one at max limit break, one at limit break 4, and one at limit break 0, all at max skill level, your cards will have a maximum tap value of 61k. This is important when getting to our main point. Scoring by cycling through max power SP gauges is much more important for advanced and lower difficulty songs, while taps are generally more important for advanced plus or expert and challenge difficulty songs. But why is that? Let's dive into the numbers. Let's say we are using 2 max limit break, max skill level chokers in a main strategy on an advanced beat map song like Wonderful Rush. With these accessories, we'll be tapping for 60k per note, and we already know that the maximum value for SP gauge voltage for this difficulty is 250k. This means that we need 4.16 taps at max value to equal 1 SP gauge. If we use 0 chokers, this number goes up to a full 5 taps per SP gauge. If we head over to the Expert or Advanced Plus Muse song next month, Borarada, we know that the tap cap on this difficulty is 250k with no chokers, while the SP gauge value maxes out at 500k. This decreases the number of max value taps that equal a max value SP gauge all the way down to 2. This difference is one of the largest indicators when it comes to where your focus should be when it comes to team composition. The reason why SP gauge fill cards dominate team building aspects for advanced difficulty songs are the card's ability to do 2 things at once. Tap for maximum values due to most of them having above 55% crit rates, while simultaneously filling your SP gauge for more scoring. Our next question becomes, if SP gauge fillers are the meta for advanced difficulty, is there a specific card type that fits the meta for advanced plus or expert difficulty so that I can use them in August and future Volrans? Unfortunately, there isn't a single solution to this, as your team composition will be heavily dependent on the song that you're playing. As a general rule, there are 3 common team archetypes when it comes to high scores on advanced plus or expert difficulty. The first uses 2 voltage types, as they tend to have some of the highest base appeal values in the game. Voltage cards that work better for Advanced Plus than Advanced would be cards like Second Fest Mari, Rocker Kanata, Venus Ellie, and Party Eye, as achieving a 250k tap does require a bit of help, so cards with appeal buffing tap actives and voltage gain tap actives get a lot more love in this scenario. The second team archetype is to go the crit route, filling your main strategy with SK types with a very high crit rate and a tap active that buffs crit rate, crit voltage, or both. The new Third Fest Ruby, Second Fest Maki, and even Rain Blossom Ruby do one or both of these skills very well while maintaining a strong enough stat line to keep them viable for Advanced Plus. The final archetype is a blended one where you would utilize one voltage type and add in one SP type. This composition is a little more of a specialty thing, as you'd only use it when the song gimmick backs you into a corner or you have a really early SP gauge appeal chance. An example of this is my team for Borarara in August, which features a scoring frontline of 2nd Fest Rin and 3rd Fest Nico, with my sustain card being Party Ellie. There is one final piece to this gigantic equation, and it's one that most casual players don't even really think about too much: bonding. With advanced beatmap songs, if the card is strong enough, you can sort of get away with lower bond levels and lower bond board advancements on key cards without there being too much of a concern for voltage loss. I will add though, that a key benchmark that a lot of players will aim for is the completion of a level 100 bond board, as that is the last bond board that doesn't require shikishi or signature boards to unlock a tile. With Advanced Plus though, you have to be very mindful of your bond levels and bond board advancements. One of the larger parts of the bond board that needs to get mentioned is this portion, the attribute match bonus that comes from finishing your level 120 bond board, which, no surprise, requires a particular idol to be both at bond level 120 and needing to have completed all bond boards up to level 100. Completing the level 120 bond board pushes your attribute match bonus all the way up to 15%, and by this time, your important bond board bonuses will include 3.8% appeal and technique increase, 65% crit power increase, 4.5% crit rate increase, 7% SP gauge gain increase, and lastly, that 15% attribute match bonus. Again, when we go back to one of the keys to Advanced Plus, it is consistent high tap values, which are greatly helped by very high bond levels and bond board advancement. If we were to make a comparison, let's see what happens when someone goes full Oshi when it comes to bond levels and bond boards. These are the bond boards for Shut It, one of the members of my Discord community, one of the original subs on my Twitch channel, and the global server's #1 Kotori Oshi with a level 376 Kotori bond. As we look at his bond effects page, these are the values we see from his bond board completion to this point. Meanwhile, you have this. This is my Kotori bond effects page, with a bond level of 126 and having completed the level 100 bond board. In formation, these differences bear out in a pretty large way. If Shut It were to use Welcome to the Party Kotori in a team for Borarara, his Kotori would have 29,448 appeal and 13,910 technique, whereas my Kotori in a very similar team would only have 26,626 appeal and 13,057 technique. Snow Halation Kotori for Shut It would have 23,818 appeal and 9,562 technique, whereas mine would have 21,795 appeal and 9,025 technique. And yes, this is not photoshopped. Shut It Snow Halation Koto can tap for 250k on Borarara Plus, though he did say that this only happened once during the entire song. Bond levels and bond board advancement for Advanced Plus is a significant time and monetary investment, more so than Advanced Plus. First, just getting cards to a specific bond level takes days, weeks, even months to achieve, and a lot of the big name players you'll see near the top of the August Voltage rankings have not only spent their gems on cards, but also on LP refills to either play or use skip tickets on Advanced Plus and Challenge songs to get high memory pieces. For players like this, tiering during item exchange or marathon events is simply a byproduct of wanting to accelerate bond levels on a certain character. They end up in the top 100 of these events strictly because they want to get a certain character to a certain bond level during the course of an event, not necessarily because one of their favorite girls is a part of the event. With all this said, you should have the self-awareness to know which type of events your card pool is suited for. Have a lot of SP gauge fillers, including Party Kotori and Party Mari? Well, my suggestion would be to max limit break and fully tile the most powerful ones, as you'll get a quicker return on your investment of Radiance and School Idol Wishes. If you don't have either of the meta gauge fillers, but do have some pieces for strong Advance Plus and Challenge play, I would suggest closely looking as new limited cards come out. As an example, if you're someone who had enough gems for a Spark and you have a Max Limit Break 3rd Fest Kasumi and a Max Limit Break Party Kanon, you definitely could have gone for a 3rd Fest Ruby Spark to utilize for the upcoming thrilling one-way Advance Plus. Also, you'd be in a very good place whenever the next Elegant Advance Plus Voltage Ranking or Channel Song comes along. Well, it's my first video like this in quite a long time, so thank you for watching. I don't really talk about personal stuff a lot on my YouTube videos, but I've spent the last couple of months going from winding down at my current job without any plans for the future to now having a new job lined up starting at the end of August. The future is bright. I don't have to wear shades yet, but hopefully the scheduling of my new job will allow me more time to do more of these scripted videos. I still really enjoy playing the game with all of its complexities, even if I still rage over getting an SP bag on the 10th crit of the first appeal chance on No Brand Girls during SBL, which happened way more than I'd like to admit. I am the Shazz. Take it easy, be nice to each other, and I will see you all next time.